What's up, YouTube? Tommy Forte, aka Tommy Israel. I'm gonna make this video. In this video, I want to talk about the word nigga, being called nigga. Being called a nigga is really not offensive. Somebody calls you nigga, uh, it's not offensive. Black people shouldn't be offended by the word nigga. You know, uh, for instance, if let's say you live in the area of, uh, let's say, Cuba, and then you come to America and people call you Cuban, and when they refer to you, that's not offensive. Cuban or Cuban, that shouldn't be offensive. I like sometimes, you might meet somebody from Chi-Town or Chicago or New York, and you call them, say New York, just like in that movie Life. They was calling Eddie Murphy in New York. So that's not offensive calling somebody New York or Detroit or somebody from Chicago and you calling them Chi-Town. You shouldn't be offended at that. I don't think that should be, offensive. So if somebody call you nigga, that shouldn't be offensive. You meet somebody from France and you call them, you refer to them as France. Say France. Is that offensive? No. So calling us niggas shouldn't be offensive. In fact, I'm going to read to you in the Bible. The word nigga is in the Bible. The word nigga is actually in the Bible. I'm going to prove it. It's Acts chapter 13, verse 1. Let me read this scripture. Right? Acts chapter 13, verse 1. And it says, now in the church at Antioch, there were prophets and teachers, Barnabas, Simeon, who was called nigger, Lucius of Cyrene, Manaen, a member of the court of the Herod the ruler, and Saul. That was chapter 13, verse 1 of Acts. So the word nigger was in the Bible. Nigger means black. So if they call you nigger, you shouldn't be offensive. You shouldn't be offended. That's nothing to be offended about. Because it's actually in the Bible. Now, what's offensive is the way you treated black folks. That's what's offensive. That's what makes black people get mad when they hear the word nigger. Because like I said, you call somebody New York all the time. You call somebody Chi-Town. Or like I said, you meet somebody from Spain, you call them Spain. That's not offensive. It's what you did to black folks that's offensive. The having black folks naked on auction blocks. That was perverted. Having black folks on auction blocks naked, from the children to the adults to the old folks, pushing folks over into the Atlantic Ocean because they don't want to have sex. That's offensive. Seeing sharks eating people, that's offensive. Having sex with somebody's 11 or 12-year-old girl, and there's nothing you can do about it, that's offensive. Sending black girls and black females to whorehouses to be trained to be whores, that's offensive. Having people work from sun up to sundown, from 5 in the morning to 9 o'clock at night. That's offensive without getting paid. That's offensive. Having people speak your language and losing their language and losing their names and customs and culture, that's offensive. Having Jim Crow laws and redlining and marginalizing people, that's offensive. Not calling somebody the nigger. See, you know, it's not calling us nigger that's offensive. It's what you did. The rapes, you know, the stealing of land, the blowing up businesses. Then you know, when other racial groups come here, or nationalities, you allow them to prosper. And you know, to add salt to the wound, you allow them to prosper in our neighborhoods. Not yours, but ours. That's offensive. We can't even get the same loans that other people get. That's offensive. Not giving us reparations after all we did. That's offensive. Not the N-word. Hell, it's more than offensive. It's outright dirty and evil. Not the N-word. I just showed you it was in the Bible. Acts chapter 13, verse 1. It's in the Bible. That's not offensive. It's what you did to these people. What you did to the whole nation of people. That was offensive. To this day, black folks are conquered. We don't even realize we're conquered. We're a conquered people. That's the reason why it seems like so many white people are quote unquote cool with us, because they know you're conquered. They know you can't compete. They know you're defeated. We're the only people in this country who has been defeated, who has been conquered, who has been destroyed. Yes, we are a destroyed people. Look how the way we act. Pants sagging. You got guys, you know. You got guys, little kids, you know, pants sagging. Men be in their 50s pants sagging. That's called being defeated. That's called being conquered. So again, we are a conquered people. That's what's offensive and outright dirty and evil and shameful. Not the N-word. So we gotta, you know, get out of our emotions and different things like that, you know, and just face facts on what's offensive and what's not. It's what you did to us as a people. Placing us in ghettos and then bringing in drugs to lock us up. We don't have any planes or boats. How drugs get in our neighborhoods? Because you brought them to further keep us destroyed. Then, you know, the crime bill, all of this. Tommy Forte, like, comment, subscribe. Again, like I said, it's not the N-word that's offensive. I just proved it was in the Bible. It's how you treated us and still treat us.